Hello, and thank you so much for joining me for Friday Night Not So Live. My name is Sharon Rogers, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine. And each Friday, whenever possible, I like to come to you live with a project to help you get your crafty weekend started. Now, tonight I am unable to be here live because I have a staff Christmas party, but I did pre-record something so that you can enjoy it. Let's see what I have for you tonight. If you have not checked out the Last Chance list, then you are missing some great deals, including this one. This is the Botanical Textures 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. Black and white prints, nature prints. So whether it's wood grain in black and white, I don't know what that would be. Leaves, different things. Just really pretty designs. This paper is normally $12.50 for the package, and it is on sale at 40% off for only $7.50 right now while supplies last. And the Textured Notes stamp set, which was part of the suite that this was this made up, you can see how this coordinates nicely. This is on special for 30% off right now. It is also on the Last Chance list. So normally it's $23 for the stamp set, and it's on sale right now for $16.10. Now, this was part of a bundle, and you can still get this as a bundle, but these Textured Notes dies are not on the Last Chance list. They're going to hang around for a while because they are just a nice standard decorative rectangular die set, which is wonderful. Not on special, but even the bundle price where you save 10% can't beat ordering this separately and this separately. So as separate items instead of the bundle. You'll save a couple bucks by ordering this as an individual item and this as an individual item on the same order, just not bundling it. But that's if you wanted to get the stamps and dies. Again, dies not on special, but these guys are. So I'm going to just show you a card that was featured from Stampin' Up! I'm going to do my own little take on it, but I will start with this pattern right here. And I'm going to make that a card front width, which means I'm going to need it to be 4 1/4 inches. I want it to fill the whole card front. Well, not the whole, but the whole width. And then I'm going to probably cut this down. I have a piece of Pretty Peacock right here that is a card base. And I probably want to show 2 inches of the bottom, which means that this needs to be 3 1/2 inches because the card length is normally 5 1/2. So we're going to have something that looks like that. And you can play around with the height of that if you want to, but that's just what I decided to go with. Probably you wouldn't want it to be any longer than 3 3/4, maybe come down a little bit more. Let's see how that would look. I can cut another piece really quickly. 3 3/4. So we have this right here. I think I like my original better, 3 by 3 1/2. And I will be bringing in just a very little piece of Pool Party. Nope, not Pool Party. I changed my mind on that. I decided to go with white because I think it's more wintry if I bring in white. The sample that Stampin' Up! Had made used basic beige, I think, and it was just a little too, I don't know, not fresh enough for me. All right, so what we'll do now is we will bring in a piece of copy paper. And you can see I've used it a few times already. And I'm going to just add a little bit of ink to this. And I will add Pretty Peacock ink. So I'll fill up my blending brush, dab the first little bit off, And then we're just going to kind of color in a section here. Oh, I think I want more. I want more. I want to make it nice and colorful here. Let me get my hand out of the way. So we're just rubbing in some color here. And again, you can make it as dark as you want just by adding more ink. Okay. Now, if I go ahead here and adhere that, this looks like it could be leaves. So if you made a background of just different fall colors, that would be lovely there too. I'm gonna adhere this right to the front. Just got my fingers in the glue. There we go. I'm going to bring in the Textured Notes stamp set here and use this really long one. My skinnier block is somewhere to be found, but I'm not sure where. So this is the red rubber, and if you're watching this at a future date, you may be thinking, Stampin' Up! Used to carry red rubber? Yes, they did. That's how they started, but they are phasing it out, and so that's why we have this. Now I am noticing that I've got quite a bit of rubber, excess rubber showing around the edge there. I'm going to trim that a little bit because I know that's an edge that I'm going to catch. Again, you don't have to do that when you're working with photopolymer stamps, which is fantastic. But always going to love red rubber. Oh, look, I got a dimensional between my things there. All right, I'm going to stamp this right here. This is just a 1/2 inch. Oh, look, I caught an edge. This is a 1/2 inch wide piece of basic white. All right, see if I can clean up that edge. Should have cut that one too. You are seriously the best. And we're going to put that right on the front of this card. And I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to change it from how they did it because, again, I'm going to angle cut this. I'm going to try to get the same angle over here. And I will put that up on dimensionals. Larger dimensionals will work here, but I just grabbed the ones that were in the front of my dimensional holder, aka my handmade and heartfelt kit box. And so now we have this, just a really simple card, but oh so beautiful, I think. You can glam this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and do that. We can always glam up with some basic rhinestones. And I think that these colors make just a really nice wintry card. All right, I'm going to try some bigger, larger ones. Let's see if we can take this one off here. Whoop, we can. Stuck it to the wrong side. Oh, the glue stayed back there. Let's get in one of the larger ones too. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put this one up where it can be seen on right up here. So we've got a little trio there. We'll just cut an inside layer. It can be easy peasy. So an inside layer is going to be 5¼ by 4 inches. And that's going to go in there. And I think, now this is, you are seriously the best. That's a thank you sentiment. So I can just blend some colors down here. Or what I can do is I can take this piece and cut off just a little strip. And blend some color on that. Got to be careful when you're blending with a little skinny strip like this. You don't want to tear it or fold it. So small movements. Here we go. You know what? This one would look nice with a Christmas sentiment on it too. Ooh, I think I just may have found a nice Christmas card. Quick and easy to mass produce. And when you send, you know, nearly 100, that's important. All right. And there we go. Thanks for joining me for Friday Night Not So Live. Well, that was a pretty simple card, don't you think? It's almost a SIP card. A SIP card is one that uses stamps, ink, and paper only. I added a couple of embellishments, so I guess that makes it a SIP card. But it's still very quick and simple. Now, if you would like the Designer Series paper that I used tonight, or perhaps the stamp set, or anything else that might be on the last chance list, or any product at all, then the link to my online store is in the description of this video. When you get to my store, you can use the tab at the top to look for specials and last chance list, and that will filter out only the items that are on the last chance list. You can even filter by percentage of discount. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you have a very fun and crafty weekend ahead.